Hello all, my name is Siddhu Patil, BLA's Engineering College. Welcome to the Software Engineering next session. Okay, in the last session we have discussed regarding about the waterfall model, and in today's session we are going to discuss about the incremental development. Okay, incremental development. So when it comes to the incremental development, first there are totally three steps are important. One is specification, one is development, and one is validation. So usually what is going to happen before going to start the developing any software, first we are taking the requirement from the customer. So being we are the software development, here the outline description is nothing but the paperwork. Okay, first we are asking to the customer what exactly you want, and the customer is going to say that we want this particular application with this 10 number of features. Okay, so initially what we are going to do, we are going to ask the counter question to that customer. So just tell us that which is the important specification or which is the important feature you people are want in that your application. So then the customer is going to specify that feature. So once we got the proper documentation, the paperwork, we are going for the specification. Here the specification is that work, we are going to check that what exactly the customer need, the main features, not the all features. Hope you people are following the cursor. Okay, the specification. Next, once the customer specifying those features, what we are going to send, we are going to send to the development team. Okay, the development team is going to develop those features with that extra added value added features, and next it is going to be developed in this. And next what we are going to do, it is going to send to the next step, that is nothing but the validation. In the validation, what is going to happen, we are going to test, that is nothing but that we are going to test that feature. And next after validation there is a one more step is there, implementation, that is not here available, that is nothing but that we are going to implement it. So first customer is going to specify, next that is nothing, we are taking those things, and we in this concurrent activities, once the specification is done, we are going to for the development, and once the development is done, we are going for the validation. Once the validation is done, that is nothing but sent to the implementation. This is the normal process. So usually what is going to happen, once the customer is going to specify the features, we are going to send we are going to develop it, and we are going to call it as a initial version, that is nothing but the first version. That first version sent back to the development team, and development team is going to validate and test it. Next what is going to happen, in after few days we are going to add the another features, that is nothing but the here again the customer is going to specify those things. Okay, next again it is going to be in the development section, and next it is have to be validated. So this is going to be repeated unless and until we are going to get the final version. So getting the final version is difficult because customer is no longer satisfied, however the application you people are going to develop it. So this is just incremental development model. So usually there is nothing like that, you are going to get the your application rightly with the initial version, next intermediate version, final version. There in between initial version and final version, you have to go to the n number of versions, that is version v1 v2 up to n number of versions, and we are going to get the final version in it. Okay, so this is in what will be the benefits of that. The cost of accommodating the changing the customer requirement is reduced. So usually what is going to happen, with respect to the customer requirement, we are going to charge the amount. So they are saying the 10 features we want. Okay, and for the 10 features we are going to charge some amount of that. If he is going to give the another features, we are going to change it, that is nothing but it is a less expensive. Okay, next, it is easier to get the customer feedback on the development work that has been done. So usually what is going to happen, once the first initial version you people have developed it, and you are going to send it to the customer, and customer is going to give the feedback. So based upon that feedback we can develop the another version. Next we are going to get the more rapid delivery and deployment of useful software to the customer is possible. That is nothing but the what we are going to go, we are going to get the final version, because customers are able to use a gain value from the software earlier than it is possible with the waterfall model. In the waterfall model we have discussed one by one like the how the water is going to fall, in there we are going to develop the particular software. But here what we are going to do, we are just incrementing specification, development and validation. So this is all about the incremental development model. So what are the disadvantages? The process is not visible. Okay, so what is going to happen? First version we are going to develop, next version we are going to develop, so we are don't know that what will be the final version. Okay, that is one of the major drawback. Next comes the system structure tends to degrade as a new incrementals are added. That is the again same thing I want to tell you people, that unless with the time and money we are going to say that we this is the final version, then it will be the final version, but apart from that we are not going to get the final version of it. So this is all about the incremental model. Thank you. In the next session we are going to discuss about the Boehm's spiral model.